Hey, John Campbell.
Hi, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. So
Good.
I just wanted to have a couple minutes with you just to give the folks at Perth-Andover Baptist Church a little update on what is going on at Acadia Divinity College, because I know there's a lot of stuff happening these days at the college.
Yeah, I'd love to. Hello to everybody. It's good to, I guess, well, maybe for you to see me. It's been about a year since I've probably been up there with you. There is lots going on here at the college, and I'll try to keep it as brief as I can. You can see right behind me our building here on the Acadia campus. You see around the meal hall and the residence, for those of you who may not have been to campus before. And the big obvious thing is this large sign and the fencing that's up all around. We are just getting ready to begin the renovations to the college. We've been working on this for the last couple of years. We've been inviting individuals and churches to financially support us. And last week we made the move out of our building to another building on campus, getting ready for the start of the major refurbishment of the building. So the fencing's up, and the construction and deconstruction crew will be here, I think, on Monday morning to start the work.
Wow.
So it's one of those interesting things being kind of out of the building. We just finished the end of term. Students have finally just submitted their last assignments. Professors, unfortunately, marking papers as we've kind of moved locations. But things are going quite well there. The work on the building, it's estimated to take about 8 months. So we're hoping to be back in January term of 2019 in time for the winter term classes. So
back in August when you were here, you gave an update on the costs and everything like that. But I understand that since then, the cost has increased on the building construction. So can you tell us what has happened as to why the costs have gone up on what
Yeah, so shortly after, I think it was in November of last year, so just a few months after I was with you, the board of trustees met and decided then the fundraising was progressing along nicely, and we realized that we needed to go ahead with the building, so they authorized it. As we move forward getting the building permits and all those necessary things in order, we realized that we were going to have to expand the scope of the work, and this was due to take into account things like coming up to code on air quality, fire codes, and building accessibility code. So what that means is things to bring up the fire safety code, proper fire exits. For the air quality, it means full removal of asbestos from the building, proper or more energy efficient heating, but also air circulation. And then things like installation of barrier-free washrooms. So it has pushed the cost of the building from what we had estimated at 1.5, which I have to say, the new cost that's come in on that actually is 1.6 million. So that estimate that we did 5 years ago actually proved to be quite good. But with the new scope of the work, it's pushed it up to approximately 2.3 million. So that was quite a bit of a shock to us, as you can imagine. And we're continuing to push forward in faith that God will provide what we need to do his work. And so, yeah, so we're moving ahead. We have in the process of securing some financing to help us be able to afford it in the meantime with the Baptist Foundation, and we're thankful for the Foundation's help. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. And continuing to invite people to come and support the college building as we move forward with the renovation.
So what's behind you there, John?
So I just kind of walked across campus. For those of you who may know, you can see the University Hall there in the background, and some music students over at the music building playing trumpets. This is Willett House. Willett House is one of the oldest buildings on campus. It's about 110 years old or so. Originally it was built as residences, 3 separate townhouses, but now it is our temporary home at Acadia Divinity College. And so we're occupying probably about 2/3 of the building, and we'll be here for the rest of the year. This is where faculty and staff will have their offices. Student classes, there's no classroom space inside here. So the students will actually have to have classes elsewhere on campus, which is actually an exciting thing for us to kind of be out and about a little bit more.
In the last minute that we have here, can you just tell us about some other developments at the school besides the building? What else is going on?
For sure. Well, we're preparing for our commissioning service and celebration that's happening in 2 weeks from now, which is always a very good time as we commission our students and send them out as they can graduate. We're having another retirement event. We have Dr. Robert S. Wilson, or Bob as he's known, who taught at Crandall University for many years and many years here at ADC. and we'll be saying farewell to Bob. And exciting news, which we just released today, you're going to be one of the first churches to hear about it. We've actually just announced the individual who will be replacing Bob. Her name is Dr. Melody Maxwell. She is a PhD in Baptist history, comes to us from Texas at Howard Payne University, is where she's taught most recently. Had her PhD from the International Baptist Theological Seminary in Prague, and she'll be starting with us here in August.
Awesome. You crammed a lot of information into a short amount of time.
Well, that's what I'm paid to talk, right? That's how it works.
Well, thanks, John. We love Acadia. We've had a lot of great pastors in our church here from Acadia Divinity College, and myself. I don't know if I'm one of the greats.
Included.
I'm one of the graduates, and very thankful for my time at Acadia and how it shaped me and prepared me for ministry in this changing world and leadership skills that we need. So thank you very much for what you guys are doing there. We appreciate you. We love you, and you're part of the family. And we just thank you for your time, and we pray God's blessing over Acadia.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your partnership and the way that you supported us. And we are thankful to God for the way that we've been able to partner with your church and other churches like you and in doing this work that God's called us to do together. Great talking to you. We'll see you all later.
Okay. Thanks, John.
Bye.